I didn't realize how fast overthinking could destroy me until I lost my job. It happened on a Sunday morning, 10 a.m. I was planning to cook. Then I was called to come do some work at the office. Yes, I lived in the same building, but working on Sunday. Still, I went and the rest was history. A supposed 3 minutes conversation ended everything for me. That 3 minutes, it ended my job, my 12 years commitment, all gone. By 11 a.m., I was already packing with nowhere to go. My mind was racing. I started overthinking everything. My heart felt so heavy. No one to call, no friends to run to in a city so big, yet so lonely. You see, my job was also my home. And when I lost it, I lost everything. No routine, no identity, no backup plan, nothing. I kept overthinking. What if I never found another job? What if I have to go back home to my aging mom? What if I made the wrong choice? What if I was the problem? Maybe, maybe I should have just kept quiet. Maybe I could have stayed longer. After crying in guilt and abandoning myself for so long, one day I summoned the courage to go in front of the mirror for the first time in months. And I asked myself this: what if overthinking is just fear in disguise? What if losing my job was my actual freedom? And what if this pain that I was feeling was the answer to the silent prayer that I was too afraid to speak? And I can tell you that moment changed everything. I realized I wasn't just sad, I was stuck. It was time for me to fight for my mind. So I did three things that saved me. And number one was I picked up my phone. I started filming, not for perfection, not for the likes, not even for the view. I did it to hear my own voice again. And number two, I started talking to God again because I felt He was silent. I felt God abandoned me. I felt so angry with God. And number three, I forgave myself. I stopped blaming myself for everything and I let go of the guilt. I chose peace. I didn't get another job for 8 months, but I found something better. I found myself again. I found my peace and my freedom. And most importantly, I found God again. I started praying. What I didn't realize was while I was angry that Roy, that's who I call him, that he wasn't seeing me. I thought he abandoned me. And I didn't know he was there. He has always been there like an understanding partner. And I felt he wasn't there. And it was then I realized how else could I have survived in a city so big with no friends? But God saw me through for a period of 1 full year. He was there. How else could I have been able to get a place of my own? How else could I have carried on? Somehow I became happy again and I started to see my beauty again. I still don't have it all figured out right now, but I'm not drowning in my thoughts anymore. And that is enough for me. It's enough for now. Maybe your situation is worse or maybe even better. But listen to me. Please stop overthinking it. Just breathe. The Bible says, fear not, right? I recently asked ChatGPT to tell me how many times it appears, And it says it appeared 365 days. It means that every single day that God says, fear not, I'm always with you. He is always right beside us. Even as I'm making this video now, I know that He is right here, right now. Also remember, the psalmist said, from the day I was born up until now, I have never seen the children of God forsaken or their seed begging for bread. God hasn't abandoned you. Don't let fear trick you into believing that He has. Overthinking only makes it worse. And that's the truth. It breaks your health, it steals your sleep, and delays your healing. Cry if you need to, but give it to God, even in your tears, because that's what I was doing. If you're stuck overthinking after a job loss, this video was for you. You don't have to fix everything today. Just take your mind back and give it to God and rest. Comment reset if this video spoke to you and share it to someone who needs to breathe again. See you again in my next video.